Today's class we will see about the law. In this class we are going to see what is law, what is the sources of law, what is the characteristics of law, what the law is doing, what is the main functions of law, how this law is framed in our country. For example, if you want to make a roti, or roti banai, what you will do, what you want, you need some sources. What do you need? You need atta, you need water, you need salt, maybe hot water or whatever the water it may be. If you want to make aloo roti or aloo burota, you need aloo or you need potato, right or not? So you want to make a law. The law, what is first of all law? Law is a set of rules and guidelines which is established by the society or the government to regulate the behavior of the individual, to protect the rights and maintain the order. Do you understand? If you misbehave, you are taking law into your hand and you are being misbehave, we are telling. So the law will be differ from one nation to the another nation. The law are enforced by the authorities. Who is the authority? Prime Minister is not authority. The law is enforced by the authorities such as the court, the police, and the military. Some of the law and the legal responsibility, they can take initiatives. Usually the court will be doing. Some of the countries like Afghanistan, something they are doing, what they will do, they will overtake the prime minister, and sometimes the rules and regulations will be condemned due to say internal politics. The law and order will be taken by the military. That is their military rules. They don't follow the court law. But what I am talking about is the law which is framed by for the people, by the people, with the help of the constitution, by the society. Main aim of the law is to protect the individual rights and to live peaceful in any nation. You should have a great law. Are you understanding? So what is the sources of law? Where the sources coming? The first one is the source is the Constitution of India. You must understand that the Indian Constitution is the longest constitution in the world. It has got 1,17,000 words, which is taken from the many country, like a country like Ireland, country like USA, country like Australia, Russia, France, Germany, Africa, Japan. Japan having only like 4,000 words the constitution. We have has been amended our this 105 times been amended. The Ambedkar is the great architect for our lawmaking. The original copy of the handwritten constitution is present in Delhi. And this came in the effect of January 26, 1950. This constitution came in effect, but it is been adopted, and it is came to the effect adopted by the November 26, 1949, but it is been effect, it is from the January 26, 1950. So that is January 26, 1950 was celebrated as our Republic Day. This you have to understand from the Republic nation. This one, what is this constitution is telling? The constitution is telling clearly about what is the relationship between the government and the people, the behavior towards the government, towards the people, the people's behavior towards the government, in order to maintain the order, in order to maintain the discipline and the calm and quiet peaceful living in the society. We have framed the constitution. Hope you have understand what is called the constitution. This is then the sources of law. From that only we are getting it. Though, then why we making the changes suddenly? So first thing you can tell, I will tell you some example. They were telling many dowry system in India because of big evil, social evil. What happened? So the law has been framed that if you are using a dowry system and harassing the women, you will be put up in the jail. Whole family will be. Now what happened? The law and order has been misused by the women. You might have seen one man wrote 23 pages letter. The woman is harassing, taking that, misusing to find out that that will be it was the evidence that he has done a suicide. So it is a big issue, it's a social issue, many men are suffering. So again the law can be amended, again can be changed, can be formed and framed later. I will tell you clearly how we can process, we can do it. Let us see first the sources of law, mainly by the Constitution of India. Next is the judicial decision. I told you, like a dowry system law and judicial decision. Before, no hard and fast laws was there. Even you are doing a sexual harassment. After Nirbhaya case, they have made a big great law. The punishment has, severity has been increased. Law come to the enforcement. Then next one is the commissions and committees. Commissions and committees are approved by the government. Government is the one they are making the commissions and the committees. So they report, they prepare some reports. So they analyze the situation, analyze the social problems, and they submit the report. According to their report, they frame the law. Some they take the source, how to frame the law. Then the law commissions reports. Law commission reports, they conduct various researches and recommend the legal regulations to the government. So that then it will be framed. Next is the official gazette. The official gazette where the law regulations are already published. Official gazette. So anything you are telling, the lawyer will be taking to the arguing with the judge. You will tell, sir, according to the gazettes, it is telling that, but he is violating this. They will be arguing, the advocates, right? And then government notification. Sometimes government put a circular. Understand? And then customary law. Like customary law, like the personal, family law, marriage act, etc. Sometimes customary laws will be coming. So one time, what happened? The father has given a gift deed to all the property to the son. So after some time, within 3 months, both the parents left out in the roadside, taken all the property. So this old man taken by care by the somebody, and again he approached the legal court. Then court put a law and order that revert back the property to the parents, and they supported. Are you understanding? So this kind of this one, the law and order is enforced through the court. Understand? And then international law and treaties. The international law and treaties, which will be differ. This some of the, for example, now the woman who has working in Saudi Arabia, the Muslim law will be little bit different from ours. So when our people going and working with that, any problem and issue coming, the police and the court, she should be liable to obey their law and order. If not, she has to approach the one government to the another government. That will be different. And then some law journals and legal publications. Like how we have the international nursing journals, we have the law journals. These law journals will be clearly telling about what is the court proceedings are going on, what is the special cases are there, some of the juniors people are juvenile delinquency, some of the peculiar cases, reports and all the judgment, everything will be there. So these publications and all will be helpful, though the judges and all, high court judges, supreme court judges will be given a judgment. So these judgments, these gazette notice, these gazette reports, this commission's report, all will be helpful to the making the sources of law. Parliament debates, Lok Sabha debates or any debates between the two parties, what is that? So this is how we are making the main source from the Constitution of India. The Constitution in India mainly talking about legislative, judiciary and executive. Legislative talking about how to make the law, and judiciary interprets the law, and enforcement like execution is the enforcement law. All these things what and all you can do. It is the main source is the roti banaya, main source is the atta. Like that atta is the Constitution of India, and water and salt other things will be like what's happening in the legal proceedings, what's going on, judgment, gazetted, all will be the sources of law. Okay, what is the law we are making? How to make a law? What is the source of law we have seen? What is the characteristic of law? How the law should be? The characteristic of law, universality. It should be equally to all, no caste, no creed, all members of the society coming under the one umbrella of the law, of the Indian law. And enforceability, law can be enforced. You can pay the penalty, it can be backed by the authority, it should sanction by the authority. And then objectivity. Objectivity, it should based on the established rules and principles. No bias. For this, for them, this is not applicable because he is a politician. This not that. It should for everybody. Rules for everybody same. Coercion. Coercion is compliance is ensured through the penalties. Okay. Normativity. Normativity. It should possess the norms and values, and it reflects it should reflect the societal values and norms. It's very important. So this is the characters. This is our norm. This is our societal norm. This is our societal value. That's what Indian law. Indian law says like this. This is our norm, our culture. Everything based only the constitution is guiding us to develop the law. So this is the characteristic of law. What is the function of law? Functions, it regulates the behavior. Right or not? You tell everybody wear helmet. How many reels you are making, how many mini film we are making, nobody will put it. But if you put law and order, put penalty, put it in jail, then people will be change their behavior and attitude. Right or not? Then resolves the disputes and conflicts. Two people are fighting for one land. What's going on? They are ready to kill even her own brother, her own mother. So what's going on? So this will be solve the conflict. It protect the individual rights and individual freedom. I have a freedom to ask the politician. Right to Information Act. Sir, what is your property? What is your salary? How you got this property? It's like a democratic country. So I can ask. I have a freedom. I'm not in Afghanistan to ask anything. Right? It's an Indian constitution. It's an Indian law. And then maintain the societal order and stability. And it promotes the justice, fairness. Are you understanding? So, it's so fair. It's for everybody the same. No religion, no caste, no greed. Or you are the big politician, or you are the big drama artist, or by the big, big hero of the film. Law and order for everyone. And that what is the types of law? The law is divided into public law, private law, civil law, international law, and specialized law. What's called public law? Public law, mainly public law is a constitution, right or not? First, public law is mainly by the constitutional, administrative and criminal law. Constitutional law, legislative, judiciary and executive. Framing the law, and they are interpreting and clearing the law, and enforce the law. So that's called the public law. And will be what is called private law. It's a contract, property, family, anything will be coming. Administrative law also is coming, guided by this one. And civil law, you can tell tort, labor, commercial, these are all called the civil law. And international law, so international law will be dealt by the two countries. The law and order, this is our territory, this is our boundary. The international law, they make it so that China will not break the rules of the law of this one. The sea boundaries, by the international law, they make it, and the boundaries are decided, right? Specialized law is the environmental, health, intellectual property, right or not? Patent right. So some of the specialized law, or that I'm identifying something, or I innovate something, I can go for the patent right. I can seek the law and order if they violate, somebody misuse it. So this is the law and order. That is the types of law. Okay, the law we are talking, how the process of law, how the process of law making, how to make a law, how to make a roti. What is that, right or not? Draft. First thing you have to understand, draft or the bill is presented into the cabinet, is approved. Either the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. Something happening. I told you, one woman was harassing, one man has been died. It's not the man is harassing the woman. Nowadays they are taking into the law, dowry law, and they make it against the man, and this problem is coming. So the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, they may discuss it. Then there may be a bill may be approved, like Nirbhaya case. So they will be put into, okay, we will make a law and order, we can change the amendment, we can bring some changes in the law, right or not? So they put into the vote into the houses, and it will be referred to the standing committee for examination. Okay, what we can do, there will be a committee, members will be there, they will analyze. The committee members, higher people will be there, retired judges or the current judges, and some people from this one, lawmakers, anybody will be appointed by the government. So that many members will be there, not only lawyers, the other experts will be there in the committee. So the standing committee will be examining the Nirbhaya case, or what is their vote. Then this also will revert by the so what they do, they study the bill, the seriousness of the problem, and they will hold the discussion among themselves. Yes, like these young girls are getting this sexual harassments, or by the minor people are doing. What is the law and order for this minor people always doing? It's just 1 month is there for them to become 18 year, but they have raped it. What to do? They may have a discussion with the ministers and experts, all the citizens, like, and then they make some slight modification. They have no right, the committee members, they can give us suggestions. No, you can do like this, like this. Psychologists, many people will be there in the committee, so they will give an idea. Then the draft of the bill will be go for the second reading, bill debate. Then they will be debating the bill. Okay, these are the changes we are coming, it's okay or not acceptance or rejection, or what's happening, like that they will have a debate. Either they will accept it or they may reject it. Anything may happen, and then it will be go for the, after this debating, they will come to no, this is has to included, that is got to removed, something. Then again the committee will be taken to the charge, and they will discuss and everything, and then it will be going for the third reading. It will take a time, it will not be enforced immediately one day. It may take every meeting, sometimes postpone, right or not? Then the third reading passing, the house will be vote for the redraft of the bill. Again they will be redraft of the bill and passing. Once one house it is done the redrafting and drafting, and they will be voting. Once it is sanctioned, the both houses it will be sent. Who will be the person? President is assent and withhold are the assent. So and then implement. Sometimes when they are law making, even the president is not accepting, they called some veto. So they override. If this party people, majority of the people are voting for this bill when they are drafting, even the president cannot stop them. If the president is the one having the authority to withhold or implement or officially enforcement, he is the one. But even then, if he refuse, it's like a honorarial post, like that only you can say. Sometimes he reject or something is called the veto. They take the veto and they will go for the amendment of the law, enforcement of the law officially. So then they will be, with the consent of the president, the law will be enforced. It will be come to the officially, come to the law order. Like that, to example, Nirbhaya case, the law and order has been changed. Now one man has been suicide by the woman harassment. The wife is harassment. Now this law making process may be going on in the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. They are doing. So what they do? They process making the law. First they draft the bill. What is the problem? Into the cabinet, approved either by the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. The bill may be opposed, no, or put into the vote, no, they will tell no, or they put it yes, then they will put a vote, yes or no. Then will be a committee will be forming, then the committee will be analyzing, it will give an idea, then it will go for the second reading. First reading over, oppose or accept, then the second reading they may oppose or accept, the committee will make little bit changes, then go for the third reading. Once this third reading, it will be redrafted. The bill will be redrafted with all these modifications by the committee members, by the debate from the cabinet ministers. Then it will be bossing to the both houses. Then the president is the one who will be approving. After the president of both houses, it will be going. And then president will be approve it. And even though president is not approving, the vote is very high majority of the cabinet members are willing to the, who is cabinet members, who are the ministers, so they are representation of us, we are the one elected them. So on behalf of, they are the servant of the people, they are not, they are the minister, who ministers are the servant for the public government. We are the one, we have the more power, we are the one voting. That's what we are telling. Don't to get money for a vote, select the people loyally, right or not? So this elected people are there, even the president, they will go for the veto and they will enforce the law. So today's class we have understand what is law. Law is enforced by authorities such as the court and other people. It is a written rules, regulation, guidelines which is established by the society or the government, mainly to regulate the behavior of the individual. Why we have to regulate the behavior of the individual? So that we can prevent the illegal death, illegal rape, and protect rights. Otherwise anyone talk against, immediately anyone kill and go. To maintain the order in the society, to live peaceful in the society. We have seen about what is the sources of making a law. The main source of making law is, the main one is called the Constitution of India. We have seen clearly what is Constitution, how they made, when they made, when it came to the enactment, effect January 26, right or not, 26 1950. From that day only we are celebrating Republic Day. We have seen how many words are there clearly, and we have seen about what are all the different types of laws, how the laws are helping, and what is the lawmaking process in the parliament or the houses, parliament houses. Thank you.